Well, art and car lovers, this one is just for you, just in time for the North American International Auto Show this month. It's a free exhibit from a local artist, and joining us is Leona Webb, showing off some of her pieces from Detroit. Put the world on wheels. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have some great pieces, and tell us about the exhibit.
The exhibit will run from January 7th through the 31st at the Townsend. The pictures will be on display for 24 hours. I will be there for sure every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if not more. And I have a combination of, the emphasis is going to be on Detroit architecture and classic cars, running about 5 decades of classic cars.
Now, are you a car buff by nature, or is that something you grew up loving?
I always loved cars, and I have to admit my first job was at General Motors.
Oh, great.
For 2 years while I was completing my last 2 years of college.
Jay's here with us now. He kind of snuck in.
I snuck in because I wanted to look at the great art today. So explain to us, because obviously these are famous cars, and you take these interesting photos of them, and then they hang them in your home. What are we looking at first here?
This is the side wheels of a 1928 Model A convertible. I sort of like making old new again. I like the aspect of maybe picking like a portion of the vehicle or just a section of the vehicle and putting it in a contemporary setting, like the gator board, as opposed to a more traditional frame. I like that better. I like the idea of making old new, and And I guess I like to see things as an art as opposed to like a full vehicle sitting there. Sure. I like parts of vehicles. Yeah. I like the art aspect of it all.
Yeah, very intricate. You said this is a well-known person's car.
No, actually.
Well, this one's not.
No, this is not. The picture in the background, I don't know if that's on the screen, is Tom Monahan's Rolls Royce.
Oh, right.
I don't know if that's on your screen. But.
Okay, let's come this way. And
what's next?
Yeah, this is a 1958 Chevy Impala, the tail lights. I just thought those were kind of interesting. That was the most interesting part of that vehicle. Chevy Impala, 58. And then moving on to the next one is a 57 Thunderbird.
I love how there's a little light rain on. Is that a little light rain, right?
It was raining.
Yeah.
And it was raining, and this individual asked me if I'd photograph his car. He said, "Well, just a minute, let me wipe it off." And I said, "No, don't wipe it off, because that's what makes it more
the whole picture. Yeah, it's great.
And do you normally shoot in black and white, or?
My specialty originally was black and white, and then I received so many inquiries for color that I incorporated some color as well. And that's okay too, because you can always convert color to black and white, but you can't.
Correct.
But you can't go in the reverse.
Now, do you do the framing as well? Because I noticed the little.
I didn't do the framing. Actually, Art Ventures in Brighton did the framing, but I made recommendations. And on this one, it's a double matte because I wanted to pick up the mint green in here. So I like to make. I like the artistic aspect of it.
But it's not just automobiles. It's also
Detroit architecture.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Detroit. I love unusual architecture. And so I just went into Detroit with my camera, started strolling the streets, and found most interesting buildings, or again, you can see I do like portions of buildings. Yeah. And I thought that building was really interesting. It's vacant, but it was really, really interesting. And I particularly like fire escapes and unusual things like that. So, and again, the way I did it makes it more contemporary.
Let me ask you this. I'm dying to know. Does it drive you crazy as a photographer, as an artist, that now everybody thinks they are with their iPhones and their filters?
Oh, I think you have to have. I think my specialty is that I have an eye for composition.
Sure.
I think you can develop that, perhaps. I think you can develop that, but I think I was kind of born with an eye for composition of unusual, or that's what people usually comment on in my work.
Well, look at the rain on the car. I mean, that's a great.
And the gentleman, he was like busily wiping the car off. And I said, no,
right, don't do that. What kind of camera do you use?
I use an Icon.
Oh, you said that. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I bought my first professional camera in '97, and I've been photographing since then.
Wonderful. And do you have an iPhone you just snap pictures with, or is it always with your camera?
Always with my camera.
Yeah,
always with.
That's great.
Yeah, I always with a professional camera.
So let's talk about where we can find your art. There it is on the screen. January 7th through the 31st, the Townsend Hotel in Birmingham.
Yes, at the Townsend, and I purposely asked to display it. In fact, I contacted Stephen, the director, and he was more than receptive. And I just thought the European setting was just ideal for these kind of creative buildings and classic cars. The Townsend just seemed like the ideal setting, and Stephen was more than receptive. And with that, he just said, your assignment is write a press release, and from that we went on from there.
Yeah, that's great.
So
Go hand in hand.
I need to thank, the thank you goes to Stephen for allowing me to display there.
Beautiful work.
We'll get that information up at myfoxdetroit.com, and you really have a lot of the month to go and see it. So thanks for
Yes,
being here. Good
thank
seeing you.
Thank you.